All right, I'm back, and this next technique, technique number 7, I promised you 7 swift techniques that you could use right now, right here today, in your own home, to crush anxiety, to relieve yourself of anxiety, to master your mind for a change. And this is what I've kind of been spending many years doing since 2003. Essentially, I've been doing this work in the hopes that I could clear my own stuff so that I could get to my music. And now I'm actually doing my music, and lo and behold, we have a world global pandemic, and this is one small thing that I can hopefully do to contribute something positive in addition to my music. If this is helpful to you, again, please check out more of my stuff at honesthypnosis.com or markshepherdsongs.com. That's what I do. Okay, so here we go. This technique is called emotional freedom technique. You may have heard of this. You can look it up online. There's a lot of people who practice it, and the cool thing is it works. We start with our face. That's got a little hair there. I have a little hair left. I don't know about you, but I haven't been to a barber or a haircut thing in over a month, so I'm getting a little shaggy, but I had it short, so I have a little time left. Anyway, what we do with EFT is there are specific spots that we tap on the top of our head, right where our eyebrows start, right where our eyebrows end, under our eye, under the nose, the dent of the chin, and the collarbone spot. This is the simplest version. I'm going to do the whole version here for you today, but just do what I do and I will walk you through it. Okay, so we have top of head. We have either side of the eye. We have under the eye, under the nose, and then right on that dent of your chin, and then the collarbone spots. Okay, this is the fast version. So here we go. But before you just start tapping, and you can just start tapping, tap on the top of your head, tap right where your eyebrows begin, tap either side, under the eye, under the nose, dent of the chin, collarbone, okay? But before we do that, there's what they call a setup phrase. And you start tapping on the karate chop spot of your hand, and you speak the problem out loud. Here comes the furnace. So even though the furnace just turned on and the camera is picking it up, I deeply and completely accept myself. So you take any problem and you name it. So even though I have this problem, even though I'm scared, even though I have anxiety, even though I'm not feeling well, whatever it is that's going on for you, even though my dog just ate my homework, it doesn't have to be tragic or life offending, you know, life ending, but it has to be what's really going on for you right now. So even though I have this problem, I deeply and completely accept myself. And I've shifted it, my contribution is to put it in a why question. So even though I'm scared about the future, why do I deeply and completely accept myself? And then I add this, why does it work out better than I could possibly imagine? So you want to do the setup phrase 3 times. So even though I'm scared of the coronavirus, I'm scared of the economy crashing, I'm scared of losing my job, I'm scared of not having enough food, I'm scared of the future, why do I deeply and completely accept myself, and why does it work out better than I could possibly imagine? And while you're doing this, you might want to breathe and ground, and you might want to even roll your eyes a little bit, which is actually built into the EFT long form, which I'll get to in a minute. All right, now top of the head, this anxiety, you want to name the problem. This anxiety, this anxiety, this anxiety, and then this anxiety, this anxiety, this anxiety. And I like to say it loud, this anxiety, and I like to say it so fast and so often that it begins to lose its meaning. So it becomes this anxiety, this anxiety, this anxiety. I like to just kind of mush it. This anxiety, 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 under the eye, under the nose. This anxiety, this anxiety, this anxiety, this anxiety, this anxiety, this anxiety, this anxiety. That was to the situation, not to you. This anxiety, you might want to use your middle finger. And this anxiety. You can have fun with this. This anxiety, okay? That's the simplest piece, okay? Now, we can go a little farther with it. We can go back to the karate chop, do the setup phrase again. So even though I have this anxiety, why do I deeply and completely accept myself, and why does it work out better than I could possibly imagine? And you can tap, see if I can, right on the corners of your fingers. See if I can do this. Right on the corners of your fingers. So I'm going to tap on the corner of my finger. Every one of my fingers, we're going to tap on that. Right down to there. Okay, so I've tapped on the corners of my fingers, and now there's a little valley between your ring finger knuckle and your pinky finger knuckle. You want to tap in that too. Let's see if I can, there we go. Tap in that. And while you're tapping in that, and this is what really grabbed me about EFT, is that while you're tapping there, you literally are supposed to roll your eyes. Roll your eyes in one direction, roll your eyes in the other direction, okay? Then look up to one side and then down to one side, and then up to one side and then down to one side. So you're moving your eyes. There's a whole practice called EMDR, which is people moving their eyes specifically and literally clearing problems by moving their eyes. So you want to be aware that by rolling your eyes, you can scramble a limiting stuck state, all right? And you're tapping here, and then you hum and count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you hum again. So you hum, count to 5, hum, or count to 5, hum, count to 5. You kind of do a little sandwich while you're tapping here, okay? Then you go back up to the top. Okay, this anxiety, and then either side where your eyebrows start, this anxiety, and then side of the eyes, this anxiety, and then under the eyes, this anxiety, under the nose, this anxiety, dent of the chin, this anxiety, collarbone, this anxiety. And then you kind of check in with yourself. That's my version of the long form. So if you didn't quite catch it, go back and do it again, okay? And again, if you want more details, I have a whole course on this that's at honesthypnosis.com. Just go there, check it out, and if that helps, great. But I think I've given you a lot of tools that you can use right now, today. And again, this is a practice. I have to say this over and over again to people. This is a practice. This is not a you do it once and you're cured. There is no cure for anxiety, because anxiety is thinking about what you do not want to have happen, and your body responding to that scenario in your mind as if it is real by creating all kinds of fight or flight stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, okay? That's really what anxiety is. It's thinking about what you don't want to have happen. The proper use is to imagine what you don't want to have happen and take action to prevent it, right? It doesn't mean you ignore it. It doesn't mean you go around saying, it's all good, everybody. It's all good. No, it means you go, why does it work out better than I could possibly imagine? And, well, it works out better than I could possibly imagine because I managed my state and I took preventive action, right? Stay home, right? Stay away from other people. Wash your hands. Do the things that you can do, that you have control over now. Do them now. And this is one thing, one series of things you can do when you feel like you're starting to lose your shit, okay? So we're going to do it all together now, but I'm going to stop the video and erase the board and just make a list so that then we can just go through them, boom, 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 and you can go through them with me and we can get through this together, okay? I'll be right back. Boom.